So in Matthew chapter 23, verse 26, this is kind of the Jesus blasting the Pharisees. And he straight up says, "Blind Pharisee, first clean the inside of the cup and dish, and then outside also will be clean." This is one of the many places where God is much more concerned about what is going on inside of you than how you look. A lot of people, in fact, they said that, I should have pulled up the study again to refresh, but when you meet someone for the very first time, in less than a second, you've already made judgments based on how a person looks or how you perceive or how you associate them or the colors. It's fascinating how quickly we jump to conclusions about someone before we even said hi. And God isn't so much concerned about the outside. Praise God, right? Okay? Right. But he cares much more about your heart. And that if you are clean on the inside, if your heart and your desires and the things that you are chasing after, the things that you are meditating on are honoring to the Lord, then he says you don't have to worry about so much the outside. Now again, remember what the Israelites had to do. There was so much ritual purification that they would have to do. Before meals, they would have to dip their hands a couple times. They would have to wash. They would have to brush things off. There was all these things that had to be accomplished for them to be considered either ritually or ceremonially clean. Last week, we talked a little bit about some of what ladies you would have to go through each month to be considered ceremonially clean. And that would allow you to be able to participate in the events going on at synagogue or temple, depending on the time frame of the culture we're talking about. And so here it's basically Jesus is shifting and changing all of that. And he's saying, look, it's not so much about the outside. It's not the rituals. It's much more about the heart attitude before the Lord. So be careful about getting caught up in rituals and the things that you do, going through the motions. Remember, it's about your heart before the Lord. And so it's legitimate for you to pause periodically, maybe throughout the week, throughout the month, however often, and just kind of check your motives. Why are you doing what you're doing? Is it because it's what you've always done? Or is it because that's what the Lord has for you to do? Because God will call you out of things that were phenomenal for that moment and that time and ask you to do and lead you into something else.